Hello, hello. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. I'm jumping on today to talk all about changing the story of you so that you can change your 3D, change your reality, jump timelines, all of that good stuff. But before we do, I want to remind those of you that are new to me and those of you that are continuing on this manifestation journey and are having a bit of challenge or trouble manifesting exactly what you want. There are 2 ways to work with me. Both ways are listed below, as well as 2 communities of like-minded individuals that are on this manifestation journey. That information is also below. So today I wanted to talk about changing the story of you. As we all know, our self-concept, meaning who we think we are, who we believe we are, really is the major determinant in what we are manifesting. You know, in law of assumption, we truly know, believe, and I feel like I've experienced that the world is in front of me, my reality, what I believe it to be. It's actually scary how real that's become, especially when I truly became aware of it. I've expressed in other videos that I've discovered, even in myself, my own patterns of thinking in relationships that resulted in relationships that were not fulfilling or didn't work out. When I'm able to look back, especially with an awareness, and I talk about the power of awareness recently, I'll tag that video. When I'm able to look back, I see how much what I thought about myself, what I thought about love, what I thought about relationships, and who people are to me and how they show up is based on my patterns, even based on, you know, what I knew men to be, based on how my relationship is with my father. I love him dearly, but there are certain things that I saw very clearly were connected to that relationship. And so I think that we really have to either get behind the idea or decide that our story of ourselves, who we are, is creating our reality. We create our reality, the 3D, from the 4D with the help of 5D, which is God, universe, higher power, whatever you want that to be for you, God for me. So I think the work in this manifestation journey is to start to figure out, well, who's the who's the you in the story that you want to play out, right? If it is the person that you're trying to manifest or love that you're trying to manifest, you know, what is the story of you right now in that relationship or in your relationship to love? And who is the person that you want to be? Who is the person that has the thing that you want? And that ultimately involves changing that story of you, right? Changing who you are, changing what you believe, changing your states of consciousness, and ultimately changing your self-concept. I truly believe that self-concept is the key to manifestation because of the fact that we manifest from our state. We manifest from our dominant way of thinking, from our dominant way of being, and that is so controlled by our self-concept. Now, yes, our self-concept is obviously made up of our thoughts and our feelings, so that's why all of these things work together. But I know that when we are able to change the story of who we are, to change the concept of ourselves, we're able to manifest a new reality as well as a new self, a new you, a new person, a new version of yourself. And so that to me is ultimately the goal. There are some easy ways, I think, to help you change your story. I talked about it recently in creating an alter ego, and I'll tag that video. But figure out, right, who is that person that has the thing that you want. If you want to be a wife, then you know that that person is someone who feels they're lovable, chosen, committed to, supported, shown up for, and that believes in marriage, that has a belief around being a wife, that has a belief around a committed long-term union, right? Those things exist all together. That's where the states, the beliefs, and the self-concept, they all come together. So to have that manifestation, to draw it in, to keep it, and to align with it, and to have that natural state and dominant assumption, it requires all of those things. I really do. Because I know that there have been several people, myself included, that have manifested, especially in the area of love. I feel like it's so easy to see it. Manifested back in the relationship or manifested a new person with the same problems, right? Problems that we see, problems that we have, patterns that we have not worked on. And so ultimately, this video is all about encouraging you to truly think about the story that you have around yourself, the story of who you are, your self-concept for the things that you want. I've done several videos on it. I will tag my self-concept playlist, but today is all about thinking through the you that has what you want, and then deciding that no matter what, you're going to become that person. I honestly feel like, what do we have to lose? I remember when I first got on this manifestation journey and personal development journey, and it was starting to get hard. And as many of us know, our 3D is not instant. For a lot of us, especially for the things that we really want, that is those intractable manifestations, they don't come in sometimes right away, because we have to change our mind about it. We have to do the work. We have to go on this journey. And I remember feeling like at one point I wanted to give up, but then I realized I only lose. We only lose. No one's going to manifest this for us. No one is going to change the self-concept for you. Not even your therapist. And honestly, not even God. Like we as the operant powers in our realities, we have the power. We have the free will. No one else has free will. We have the free will. It is up to us to decide to change our story about ourselves. It's up to us to decide that we're going to persist and that we're not going to give up, and that we are going to know that we know that we know that our manifestation is coming in, and that we get to have the things that we want, that we get to be the queen of our lives or king of our lives, and we get to have it work out. And if it's not here yet, we know that it's on its way, because we are persisting in our imaginal acts, our inner conversations, our scripting, our affirmations, and developing that inner knowing or conviction, or feeling it as the secret, feeling it as real, and living in that wish fulfilled, that we know that our 3D has no choice but to conform to the 4D that we see in our heads. Our 3D is the slave to our 4D, but lots of times we don't realize it. So I'm just here today to remind you to change the story of you, and you will change the story of your life. You will change your life. You change your thoughts, you change who you are, and your 3D, your reality, and your circumstances change. So it is my hope that that has helped you today, has been a good reminder. Check out all the videos that I've posted below. If you have any comments or questions, drop them also below. And make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, like this video, and I will see you tomorrow.